शुरुआत करें इस वक्त की बड़ी खबर के साथ। विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर का बड़ा स्टेटमेंट सामने आया है। उनकी ओर से साफ कहा गया, भारत का उदय भी भारत की ही तय करेगा, दूसरों की गलती से हमारा भविष्य तय नहीं होगा, ये जयशंकर की ओर से कहा गया है। ये बड़ा बयान विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर का यहां सामने आया कि दूसरों की गलती से भारत का भविष्य तय नहीं होगा, भारत का उदय भी भारत ही तय करेगा, दूसरों की गलती से हमारा भविष्य तय नहीं होगा।
Begin with a somewhat long view, and I'm sure we will discuss the more contemporary developments as we get into the further conversation. On the long view, let me make three big points. One, that the Indian Ocean region, it's an ecosystem. It had there's a book many years ago written called Empires of the Monsoons. So there was a whole monsoon-driven ecosystem, centuries of exchanges. And what had happened was the colonial period actually broke it up, So the Indian Ocean, perhaps much more than many other parts of the world, is in the process of a recovery and a rebuilding. Individual states are doing that, but the whole region, in a way, if you look today at, the restoration of the trade patterns, the restoration of connectivity. We are trying to rebuild our connectivity towards the east through Myanmar to Southeast Asia. We are rebuilding our connectivity to the west through IMEC into the Arabian Peninsula and further through the international north-south transport corridor to Iran and through Iran into Eurasia. So you have this whole rebuilding process underway, which I think is one feature of Indian Ocean we need to recognize. Its connectivity, its mobility, its trade patterns. It is also the modern manifestation of an integrated ecosystem. The second point I would make is a lot of this would happen. It requires hard work. It can't be done by sloganeering. It can't be done by just throwing out an idea and leaving it out there. And I would say in the last decade, Indian diplomacy, in a way, we have invested an enormous amount into that recovery and rebuilding process. For the first time, you have an integrated view of the Indian Ocean, Sagar or now Mahasagar. It begins with very basic stuff, even diplomacy. There were countries in the Indian Ocean where we had not had a high-level visit for decades. Australia, Sri Lanka, for 2-3 decades, there were no high-level visits. Now, if you see just the diplomatic energy over the last decade, we've done